Assassin's Creed now has over 20 games in the series, but what's the canon timeline? The story starts in Assassin's Creed Odyssey in 431 BC in ancient Greece with the granddaughter of freaking Leonidas, Cassandra, who ends up immortal and lives for 2,000 plus more years, questing after pieces of Eden. Origins is the next game, about 400 years later in 49 BC in Egypt with Bayek and his wife Aya, who is a direct descendant of Cassandra. The pair actually found the Hidden Ones, precursors to the assassins that the series is named after. Just over 900 years pass until the next game, Mirage, which starts in 861 AD and takes place in Baghdad with Basim, who has some visions or something and joins the Hidden Ones to learn the truth and eventually gets trapped for 1200 years in the Grey. The next game happens almost immediately after Mirage with Valhalla starting in 872 in Norway and then England with the Viking Ivor. She also becomes involved with the Hidden Ones and does Viking stuff before dying in North America. Then we have the OG Assassin's Creed with Altair in the Holy Land in 1191. Altair hunts down a bunch of Templars and uncovers a conspiracy involving the Apple of Eden. By the way, drop a follow so you don't lose me in the algorithm forever. Ezio then gets a nice 3-game run with the first 2 games taking place in Italy from 1476 onward. His family is murdered and he joins the assassins to uncover a bunch of conspiracies, which culminates in AC Revelations in Constantinople in 1511, where he discovers everyone's favorite scene in all of the games. Shadow starts in 1579, so not that much farther in the future in Japan with Naoe and Yasuke, who join forces to fight bad guys, I guess. I actually don't know. I didn't play that one. Black Flag takes place in the early 1700s in the Caribbean Sea during the golden age of piracy, and Edward does pirate stuff, becoming an assassin by accident to try to obtain more wealth. What a goat. The next game, Rogue, takes place in the 1750s following Sheikh
I make my own luck.
Cormac, originally an assassin who defects to the Templars to hunt his former order. Assassin's Creed 3 takes place around the founding of the greatest country in history and sees Haytham, the Templar son of Edward, and Connor, Haytham's assassin son, battling over whose order is cooler, and George Washington may or may not be an evil or a farmer. Unity then takes place in France with Arnaud Dorian in the late 1700s, and that alone is reason enough to not play it. Syndicate is set in London, England, with twin assassins Jacob and Evie set on disrupting the Templars' presence in the city in 1868, with Jacob's granddaughter Lydia showing up during World War I segments in 1916. I can't cover the modern day timeline in this short, so let me know in the comments if I should do a follow-up.